Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining, but why would they... Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more.
The entire clan. How many times?
You dare to...
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
Oh, huh?
What? We heard the
I see. This is Kurosawa. In the past, he's keeping the
No one seems to... It's no wonder all...
This must be what... Maybe we should talk to...
I never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. My own family can barely get by as it is. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange.
To be perfectly honest, I don't... All I know is the end.
Does it have to do...
I didn't take... To top it all off, if you don't believe...
He seems to be telling the truth. But we better confirm. We should be able to follow...
We really outdid ourselves. All those samurai... You haven't... Today's just the beginning. I'll be... You demand, but...
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after.
Another test subject.
Turn that frown upside down. Yeah. Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork. Take cover.
I got careless. Fry!
Oh, there goes all the... Come on, boss. Not bad, kid. Kurosawa. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh?
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with...
Food supplies. You kidding? I didn't want anyone else, but now that you've caught...
You've got a deal!
Huh? What the... There's nothing in here but IOU!
Yeah. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general good... We better talk to... As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again!
Yes, of course.
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. Or perhaps... there... so you...
Whoa! How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. However...
So that's... But why did he have...
Well, if you think about it, the Kurosawa thought, so he deemed it...
Wow. And no one...
People's attitude... if you ask me, Had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, of course. As for why, if you're still curious, I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword? What?
Oh, didn't he tell you? I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide— Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
But we didn't buy anything!
Information is also a kind of commodity, wouldn't you agree? Don't worry, I won't charge.
At least we now know where the emergency provisions are coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession. Let's go talk to Kurosawa again and see if he can remember anything.
Sweet dreams!
Is it just me?
What are you doing here all by yourself? Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow... This sword, I remember one. What did he say? It would seem that I forgot all I can remember and said to me.
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the... Can you recognize the words?
Virtue? And somehow those two words seem to explain taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess, but what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all, I'm incapable.
Yet another... When we get the chip, in any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah. Seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul. Paimon heard that this is his dojo.
Nanako, don't... Those thugs that challenged the...
Maybe, but things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never
It's just because he's been...
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Sensei's name is Domon. Though self-taught, he once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training... But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over. And he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So, but if I'm honest, I still...
The Grand Narukami
You haven't heard of it? It's the Not that we'd have any means of involving the head Shrine Maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary Shrine Maidens... So don't worry, Nanako. Since the exorcism will take place this evening.
So...
Shh. So you decided to come just now. When she asked him who, it looked like he was... All the while he kept... One of them was on... Sensei wouldn't stop calling. The ritual has now begun. Please, excuse...
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be him!
How did you catch up with me so quickly? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? Unless...
Excuse me? And what are you doing?
Bad news? I don't care to talk about...
His senior?
Anzai? Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see... When we were young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Meikyo Shisui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Meikyo Shisui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. But Domon was different. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Meikyo Shisui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations for me. Domon's arrival changed everything.
No.
When we sparred, I lost not just the
What do you mean
match,
that gets
but my
Sumeru again?
pride and my status too. I fled the dojo
I don't
that
know
day
what
and
you
never
mean
looked
by
back.
that.
Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind,
If we're talking about,
my first
have I
reaction
unlocked
was to
Sumeru yet?
dismiss
No,
them
I
as
have not.
false.
But
How could he,
if
of
you're
all
talking
people,
about,
have
like,
lost his mind? His
I don't know what
mind
you-
was
I
the
don't know what you
sharpest of
mean,
them
though.
all. He had practiced Meikyo Shisui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see... Okay, you've heard my story.
Seems still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with...
Turn that frown upside down.
What? You're sick? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But
Nanako, please.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost. For I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's...
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
the head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news. Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable. I am unable to say for certain.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi.
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely... I must leave now.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai her...
Do you mean to say...
No, that's not what I meant. I just mean this... Anyway, given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our
Sure! After all, who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden children from her.
There you are, eavesdropper. The more, the merrier.
Cast your worries to the wind!
Lightning flash! Bellowing thunder!
Everybody stand! Sweet dreams!
Look at me. Just once more.
Darkness closing. Turn that frown upside down. Time to relax. Yes, that'll do. Just a quick and simple... Ah, little one, you're just in time. Oh, look at you. I can tell you're thinking. Oh no, she's going to send me off on some pain-in-the-neck errand again, isn't she? Don't worry. I was just going to say that we finished renovating the shrine and are preparing to roll out a brand new service. Now, I haven't had the chance to announce it yet, but here you are already. Wouldn't you agree that's good timing? See this offering box beside me? There's going to be another place. That's different. Fortune slips are about telling fortunes. Now then, close your eyes. Of course. Powerless Guji that I am, I can only help you in mortal matters. If that's what you wish for, it's left over from... Try writing your wish there. That might make it more likely to come true. When have I ever lied to you? Hurry up now, little one. It's time to make your wish. Remember to write your wish on the fortune paper, then stick it to the prayer plaque and hang it on the rack. After that, your wish will be made. Yes, nice and solemn. Very good. All right, little one. After all, the...
Do you think that's Lady Yai? Oh, no wonder Junyo is so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now? It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession. This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But... then did...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved?
Lady, I'm not sure
The path of the swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It requires one to take their sword. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt.
My poor sensei.
I'm sorry. It's all Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Onsai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, Why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. Now I know that, but that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? Being stripped of your ambition is so you are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand. I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Meikyo Shisui art. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and...
Do you think that's Lady Ai? Oh, no wonder Junyo is so excited. Also, is it just...
Keep away. I gave up the...
As you can see, Domon has
Lady Ai, it must be this is nothing...
I'm sorry. But... yeah, unable to cope with as one who is... As for what has triggered...
Stripped of his...
Your school practice, stillness of mind. There was once then...
Lady Ai,
It requires one to take their sword. Only a deep commitment when that ambition disappears.
Poor Sensei.
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Did he follow us the whole...
Ansai, you're here for...
You're right to assume it's been so long. I don't think most... Now I know that, but that is no reason to...
But what if one day, I put everything... If there's a chance...
Have you asked them what...
Sensei, I can't know. I want to keep going.
Nanako's far from the only one.
Goodness.
You see? Being stripped of your ambition, so you are not in this...
I'm sorry to have... I no longer have... But as your son, this is my promise.
You can count on... But, well...
So even though his ambition was taken away...
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Ai has some words for you.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
seems super... Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our 3 friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah, short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Back to the matter at hand. Thunders roar, but I believe that surely you... It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance?
You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you she wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komori Tea House? We ought not to involve other members of the Yashiro Commission.
Well, here we are again.
Please continue with...
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me? The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity, acting accordingly without feeling. The issue is this. For the vast, after all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards...
How can they be like that?
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sango no Miya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sango no Miya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt decree. course. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. They have no interest in discussing anything. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt Decree.
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
Oh? What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt Decree?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already a difficult step to take.
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make fake visions?
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with
Darn! So they...
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Master Masakatsu. Exactly. I feel that when you are ready.
My apologies. Kamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better think again. Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant outcome time after time. You'd best save yourself the trouble.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch. Psst. Hey, wait! Huh? There's someone trying to get our attention. Come on, this way. What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help? Shh, quiet. Just sit tight and watch for a moment. Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch others in trouble. Huh? Hey, wait! You do have a vision!
Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right. Here, take it.
Wise.
What should we do now? This is your...
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's...
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know? Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Great to meet ya.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks. It's nice to meet you.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it. Ugh.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say! Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking him out too recently, but if I just marched straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble. So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team! Ayaka...
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found a way in.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source! Seems we've got the right person on our team!
Not bad, huh?
Time to...
Turn that frown upside down.
Please speak.
a whole lot creepier than Paimon imagined.
Come on, this way! I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. Let's find Master Masakatsu and get out of here. We should split up. I've got...
You sure? Alright then. Just be careful not to get caught.
Yes, you too.
Take this! Time to relax.
Keep back!
Off we go! Get out of here! That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Talk about a big door. Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Sweet dreams, teamwork is dreamwork! Huh?
I must withdraw.
I dare you!
I must withdraw. Allow me to strike first.
Lightning slash!
Don't go back.
Bad dreams be gone!
Bested.
Lightning slash!
Who goes there?
Time to relax. Take this! Sweet dreams!
I won't forget this.
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Yachan, Taechan, let's go! Off we go! Lightning flash! Turn that frown upside. Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Watch your step. Show me what you've got. I dare you.
Sweet dreams! Cast your worries to the wind!
Bested. I need to train harder.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Brace yourself. Show me what you've got.
Bellowing thunder! Let's light it up!
I dare you. Show me what you've got.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Turn that frown upside down. Off we go.
I've been bested. Watch your step.
Take me back. Let's light it! Lightning
I
flash!
need to train harder.
Mr. Masakatsu.
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool us?
Locking you up was just the beginning.
No!
Oh no! Those Tenryo Commission brutes are torturing him!
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya, when did you get back here?
I can't bear to watch.
Hey, you there!
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo.
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulation.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryo Commission itself. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen again.
Oh, Paimon sure wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching Master Masakatsu.
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right time?
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time for my little present. Fireworks!
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fire...
Fireworks aren't... Well, fireworks are my craft after all.
Look, the coast is...
Yoimiya, is that you?
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
Come on! We've got no time to lose! They could be back any minute! Oh.
Yes, leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Well...
Leave this place.
Yes.
Master Masakatsu.
Don't worry.
Thank you.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able... Right. It seems as though... How about we go tell...
I see. So I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt decree. She obeys the orders of the Raiden Shogun without question. In her eyes, Master Masa, if our true mode...
True. We are now... Your turn...
Indeed, but if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision, it is time we make...
There's no need to... Things seem to have... yes. And the number of...
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryo Commission?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, with the Tenryo Commission busy with preparations, we should have a little more breathing room than usual.
You do present a good point. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps a period of rest is in order. Toma.
I'd say a celebratory... funny and...
A hot pocket?
Simply put, then we take it in turn. Anyone who guesses... Don't you think it sounds like...
You really do it? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to... Let's see what we've got. Nice! Paimon never thought we'd be the only ones to actually put anything edible into the pot.
You can say...
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, even with a traveler's normal...
But weren't you the boiling cake?
I must apologize.
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay. I need to lie down.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about being competitive.
I feel like a new man. Guess I've been... Perhaps I did. I think my luck is... So without further...
Oh, bruh.
Good.
Yes, and with the extra...
Let's all take some... Downtime is hard. I'll tidy things up.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not?
Bye, Toma. Seems we won't need to be visiting the Komori tea house for a while.
Benny's it. Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Or not.
Where do we go from here? What's the plan?
Traveler, Paimon, hold on.
Huh? Ayaka?
Something has come up, and I would like to request your assistance. But you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro Commission or the Kamisato clan. It is my own individual request.
Individual request? You mean personal stuff?
Correct. This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, you are the only person I can entrust this to. A few days ago, I was sorting through some old family belongings when I found a notebook that belonged to my mother. She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence. But what drew my attention was a name. It is one that I have never heard before, so the fact that she mentions it so frequently...
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. And although my mother and father passed away many years ago, both my brother and I are familiar with the vast majority of their acquaintances. So, I am very curious about this mysterious individual. According to the note...
Paimon thinks it sounds like...
That's what I thought.
So what do you want us to do? Do you need us to find her for you?
No. Her address is given in the notebook. Please keep everything The proper course of action would be Exactly.
You can count on us!
Wonderful.
Oh, we don't mind.
Thank you kindly.
Alright, sounds great.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Bad dreams be gone!
Lupica! My Lupica!
Time to relax.
Take this!
Turn that frown upside down.
Everybody stand back!
Time to relax. Yachan, Taechan, let's go! Let's light it up!
Bellowing thunder!
Turn that frown upside down.
Lightning flash!
Off we... Time to relax. I'm going in! Turn that frown upside down. Bad dreams be gone. Let's light it up.
Lightning flash!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Why do they never miss?
Take this! Thunderclap!
Sweet dreams.
Turn that frown upside down. Time to relax.
This must be...
It's a festival promotion. Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere fun since we arrived in Inazuma.
No! What made you think that? Each season brings its own festival, and each festival, in turn, brings a fresh challenge to the task of maintaining public order. So, while festivals are undoubtedly joyous and lively occasions, for us, they are also a cause for concern. Oh, my apologies. I should stop thinking about work. This is hardly relevant to the matter at hand. This store here is the place I wanted to visit.
Oh, so you weren't checking out the promotion? Well, let's take a look inside then.
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look. Oh, it's Miss Kamisato, with guests from overseas. Welcome to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos. Are you here to purchase fabric or for tailored garments?
Oh, greetings to you too. I have a design here for a garment. Would you be so kind as to take a look?
Oh, Ayaka came prepared.
Let me see. This could be...
It could be...
Oh, it's a very fine design. Miss Kamisato, you'd like us to make a kimono following this design, yes?
Please, if you could.
I'm honored that you'd choose Ogura Textiles and Kimonos for your tailoring needs. However, there is one rather difficult problem. Based on the design, this kind of kimono would require silk made from the silk flower. The majority of Inazuma's silk is imported from Liyue Harbor, but given the current climate... As you well know, Inazuma is currently under a strict lockdown. In all honesty, the impact on the textiles industry has been quite significant. We're struggling to import high-grade fabrics. So much of our tailoring business has been put on hold indefinitely. But of course, where our customers are able to provide the fabric themselves, we can still be of service.
So you're saying we need to go and buy some silk first?
If even Ogura Textiles and Kimonos can't get a hold of high-grade fabric, where would we buy it from?
You could try the International Trade Association. They are a little better connected than we are. After all, the association brings together merchants from all over the world. The only thing is their prices. they're not the cheapest. In times like these, though, we're lucky to even have an option of getting a hold of the things we want in the first place.
Huh. So even just getting clothes made is an ordeal in Inazuma. Wait, the International Trade Association? That's Karisu's thing, right? We haven't been to Rito in a while.
It looks like that will be our next stop. Thank you ever so much. We will be back once we've acquired the fabric. Oh, in the meantime, I have one other very small request. Could you?
Why is she being so secretive all of a sudden?
Absolutely.
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss Kamisato. Honestly, I'm just as excited as you to see the end product. We haven't made a silk kimono for the longest time now, and this is a beautiful design.
That's very kind of you, thank you. Goodbye for now. Traveler Paimon, let's try our luck at the International Trade Association.
If you ever feel down,
Just drop everything and go out for some fresh air. Oh, still need to go through last quarter's financial report. What a headache. If you ever feel down, just drop everything and go out for some fresh air. Oh, still need to go through last quarter's financial report. What a headache. That dream last night tasted wonderful. Thank you for sharing it with me. If you ever feel down, just drop everything and go out for some fresh air. Still need to go through last quarter's financial report. What a headache.
same snakes over.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
This is it. The International Trade Association.
Okay then, we need to talk to Kurisu, right? Huh, doesn't look like he's here. Let's look... Look, there he is!
Look. Mr. Kurisu, are you alright?
Oh, you're Miss
Better than you, it appears.
And if it isn't the Traveler, thanks again for your help.
That's great!
Well, it's embarrassing to...
Which goods were stolen?
It was a batch of high-grade silk. We imported a bit recently. The vagrants